Hello, YouTubers. Omar here once again with yet another pair of Kershaw discontinued knives. And today we're going to be looking at another Ken Onion design. As I said before, most of the knives that were produced between 1998 and 2008, a majority of the knives by Kershaw were produced by Ken Onion, produced and designed by Ken Onion. And these two knives here are actually one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and get into it. Take a look at these. What we are seeing here is the Kershaw Storm 2 and the Kershaw Storm 1. This is the black DLC coated Storm knife. So this is the Storm 2 and this is the Storm 1. They're both designed by Ken Onion. As you can see, the steel on both these knives is Sandvik 14C 28N, which is a steel that is still in Kershaw's lineup, although I believe this year they've only got one knife released brand new in the Sandvik 14C 28N. That would be the Kershaw Bare Knuckle, and I believe a lot of people are still waiting for that knife to come out. But anyway, yeah, these are the two knives, Kershaw Storm 2 and then the Kershaw Storm. So let's take a really good look at it. As you can see, the knife has a really beautiful recurved blade. I love that blade shape. Really, really nice on that. The handle, let's zoom in on the handle. As you can see, it has what's called a tack trek, which sort of gives it a sort of a very grippy type of a texture to it. It's called tack trek, and it's only on one side of the knife, as you can see. There's the information right there for the knife. See, hopefully the camera will focus. There it is. Model number 1475. Made in the USA. All my knives are made in the USA in this collection. And the steel is 14C 28N. Pocket clip is tip up, tip down. And as you can see, if I zoom in over, there's the name, Ken Onion, designer of the knife. This knife was actually released right around 2005, and I believe it ran to about 2009. So for that 4-year period, you were able to get this knife. The blade length on this knife is 3.5 inches. It runs on washers, as most of the knives did at this time. The spring-assisted opening knives were just becoming popular right around this time. They began releasing most of their knives in spring assist. This is one of the ones that were still considered a manual knife running on washers. So Kershaw usually did that with a lot of their knives during that time. They had, you know, if they developed a new deployment system or a popular deployment system, they would start releasing a lot of their knives in that deployment system. And then the manual folders would just kind of not fall by the wayside, but they would just stop producing those for a while, and then bringing out the spring assists. But as you know now, Kershaw. I'm going to bring over the other knife so you can take a good look at that. The stats are almost the same for both of these. But Kershaw, as you know, they've, there was a period where they released a lot of their knives in spring assist, and this knife here was one of the manual ones. And now Kershaw's coming back with the manual knives, but this time they're coming back with the manual knives featuring KBT ball bearing system, which is in a lot of the ZT knives now. So they're bringing that feature over to Kershaw, which I think is really great. So let's take a look at this knife here. The blade length on this knife is 3.1 inches. Once again, 1470 BLK, made in the USA. Again, there's Ken Onion's name right on it. They're made similar. This particular knife has the black DLC coating, all blacked out. As you guys know, the black DLC coating was made to protect the actual blade, but the thing is, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because if you use the blade, yes, the DLC coating will protect the blade, but after you use it, it makes the knife look kind of ugly. You get scratches on it. And for the most part, because of that, these knives, most of the knives with DLC coating, if someone bought one, they really, really like the knife, you'd probably find that to become a safe, clean knife. Or if they had the cash, they'd buy 2 of those knives, beat up the other one, and then keep the other one in a safe, or not use it. So there you go. On both knives, let's take another quick look. On both knives, they have the those circular. Take a look at that. You can see like the circles on the handle on both of these knives. Sort of similar to, say, the like Cyclones, I guess, because they're trying to give you the feeling that the knife is called the Kershaw Storm. So let's put circles on and make it look like it's been through a storm. Kind of reminds me of Led Zeppelin album cover, with the those circles in the wheat hay. Just what kind of reminds me of that. So there you go. As I said, these are 14C28N. These knives they are discontinued. They are no longer available. But in case you guys, I'm going to start doing that for these reviews. If you guys are actually looking to collect these knives, I'm letting you know right now, these knives at the time, this particular knife retailed at the time for about $89.99. And this one was anywhere between $89.99, I'm sorry, and $109.99, even sometimes as high as $129.99 at that time. This knife had a price of about $59.99 to, I believe, like $79.99 sometimes, but I believe because of the black DLC coating, it wasn't necessarily a limited edition, but they did not produce a lot of these black DLC coated ones. And now, if you're a collector, if you're lucky to find one in a box of either one of these knives on eBay, this small knife here will run you about $125, and the larger version is going to run you at about $150. That's brand new in a box, complete. Complete with the boxes and the paperwork and everything, and there's a shot of the boxes. As you can see, it's the silver boxes. All right, so there you have it. And I believe this is my last pair in my twin collection of my discontinued Kershaw knives. And there you go. And once again, signing off, that's the Kershaw Storm 1470 BLK, and then the Storm 2 1475. And that's it. So happy knife hunting, everybody. Thanks again for watching my video and having a quick look at this Ken Onion Kershaw Classic. And I hope to see you guys again on the next video when I bring out yet another Kershaw discontinued knife. The next series of knives will be done individually, so I'll be bringing out one knife at a time for each one of those videos. Like I said, I have 28 of these knives. and I'll be going over each and every one of them. Please leave your comments and questions below. Really would like your input. I am trying to get this channel going. So far I have roughly 40 subscribers, but I don't have very many views on my videos, and I would like to have people actually look at the content of these videos and check them out. If you're a knife collector, I may have some information that could be helpful to you if you're looking to collect these knives. And it's also just a look back at where Kershaw has been, where they are now, and where they're going to be going in the future. It's kind of interesting look to see what's going on with Kershaw. Okay, so this is Omar, the Knife Shark guy, signing off again, giving you a quick shot look at the Kershaw Storm knives, one of my favorites in my collection. So thanks again. Signing off. And again, please leave your comments and questions below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. This is the Knife Shark guy signing off.